The recent discovery of a mysterious celestial body is shaking the foundations of modern astronomy. While scientists were still hunting for the elusive Planet 9, this strange new object suddenly emerged. It may be an entirely unknown dwarf planet, and its presence hints at the uncharted, farthest reaches of our solar system. Beyond Neptune, there could be hundreds of hidden worlds, an icy, treasure-filled realm of dwarf planets that remains largely unexplored. According to astrophysicist Sihao Chang of the Institute for Advanced Study, the object known as 2017 of 2011 spends just 1% of its orbital journey close enough to Earth to be detected. The fact that we found even this one suggests that as many as 100 similar bodies may be out there, sharing comparable sizes and orbits. Far past Pluto lies the cosmic no man's land, exactly where astronomers have long searched for Planet 9, a massive body whose gravitational pull could be shaping the orbits of distant space objects. Though no one has yet laid eyes on this mysterious ninth planet, the idea of its existence has haunted the scientific community for years. Determined to find answers, researchers have combed through vast troves of astronomical data in search of concrete proof. Then, unexpectedly, a clue emerged from old astronomical images. The data revealed an object with one of the most extreme orbits ever recorded, so distant that it needs about 25,000 years to complete a single revolution around the Sun. The discovery was made by a team led by young researcher Sihao Chang, using high-precision telescopes in Chile and Hawaii. Could this be the elusive Planet 9? The answer was no. Further analysis revealed that while the object shared some similarities with a planet, it was far too small to match the predictions for Planet 9. This new celestial body was designated 2017 of 201, and soon it became clear that not only was it not Planet 9, but its discovery actually challenged the very theory that Planet 9 exists. For years, researchers like Mike Brown and Konstantin Batygin had proposed Planet 9's existence based on unusual orbital patterns of certain trans-Neptunian objects, TNOs. Objects such as Sedna, Makemake, and others showed an odd clustering in their orbits, leading scientists to hypothesize the presence of a massive planet, around 10 times the mass of Earth, lurking far beyond Neptune. But once 2017 of 201 appeared in the data, everything shifted. Its gravitational influence disrupted previous calculations, suggesting that Planet 9 might not exist at all. As Konstantin Batygin put it, the 2017 discovery is neither proof nor disproof of Planet 9, it's simply another twist in this cosmic mystery. The concept of a ninth planet is far older than most people realize, and perhaps more relevant today than ever. When Pluto was stripped of its planetary title in 2006, a new theory quietly emerged, hinting at a mysterious world beyond Neptune's orbit. It began with a series of puzzling discoveries. Certain trans-Neptunian objects shared remarkably similar orbits. These paths were not random, they seemed to be guided by an unseen force. This mystery drew the attention of two scientists, Mike Brown, famously known as the Pluto Killer, and Konstantin Batygin, a theoretical physicist with a gift for uncovering mathematical patterns. In 2016, they proposed the Planet 9 hypothesis, suggesting that a massive object, 5 to 10 times the mass of Earth, could be orchestrating these unusual orbits. If such a planet exists, it would follow a vast elliptical path, somewhere between 300 and 1,000 astronomical units from the Sun. At such an extraordinary distance, it would appear incredibly faint, barely detectable in visible light. Yet its gravitational influence could be immense, shaping the movements of dozens of distant celestial bodies and acting as the hidden architect of order in the chaotic realm beyond Pluto. The estimated position of Planet 9 has always been based on best-guess scenarios, derived from mathematical models and simulations. Each new finding, such as the one in 2017, could be a vital clue to its true location, or even to whether it exists at all. Although numerous counter-theories and alternative explanations now exist for the orbital anomalies of many trans-Neptunian objects, TNOs, researchers Mike Brown and Konstantin Batygin remain committed to their Planet 9 hypothesis. In an interview with NBC News, Batygin emphasized that the most telling evidence comes from objects in the outer solar system whose closest approach to the Sun is still far enough to avoid significant interaction with Neptune. Only in such cases can the possible gravitational pull of Planet 9 be detected. Then came a second intriguing clue. A reanalysis of infrared data from 2 older satellite missions revealed a mysterious object moving extremely slowly through space. Could this be the elusive Planet 9? What began as an attempt to solve an astronomical puzzle has become one of the greatest cosmic detective stories of our time. The pressing question now is, does the discovery of 2017 truly disprove Planet 9, or does it simply force a rethink of a few key parameters? It all began harmlessly enough when an object, later designated 2017 of 201, was spotted in old telescope images. Initially, it seemed like an ordinary dwarf planet. But closer examination revealed it to be an unusual outlier in the outer solar system. Measuring about 700 kilometers in diameter, of 201 is similar in size to other dwarf planets like Ceres or Sedna, yet its orbit is far more extreme. Its closest approach to the Sun is about $44.50, slightly farther than Pluto, but its most distant point stretches beyond 1,600 Australian dollars. By comparison, Neptune, the farthest recognized planet, lies only 30 Australian dollars from the Sun. 2011 of 201 takes an astonishing 25,000 years to complete a single orbit around the Sun. But what makes it truly remarkable isn't just its distance, it's the unusual path it follows. Unlike most trans-Neptunian objects whose orbits are similarly aligned, something many scientists see as evidence for the existence of Planet 9, 2011 of 201 is a complete outlier. Its orbit runs in an entirely different direction. This poses a major problem. If Planet 9 exists and has shaped the orbits of those other objects through its gravitational pull, then an object like 2011 of 201 shouldn't remain stable. In fact, computer simulations suggest that in a solar system dominated by Planet 9's influence, 2011 of 201 would be flung out into interstellar space within 100 million years. Yet, that's not the case. It appears calm, stable, and entirely unaffected as it continues its long journey around the Sun. So, what does 2011 of 201 actually look like? The truth is, we don't have clear images. Everything we know comes from thousands of painstakingly compiled data points. The object was detected in just 19 separate observations found within 7 years of archived data, carefully filtered and analyzed. Instruments such as the powerful dark energy camera in Chile and the Canada-France-Hawaii telescope played a crucial role in tracking it. With enough data, astronomers were able to precisely map its orbit. One striking detail is that 2011 of 201 spends about 99% of its journey beyond the reach of today's telescopes. Its discovery was pure luck. We happened to catch it in the brief cosmic moment when it wandered close enough to be visible during its 25,000-year orbit. Observing it further is a challenge. So far from the Sun, it's incredibly faint, reflecting only a tiny fraction of sunlight. From the limited information we have, scientists believe its surface is likely dark, icy, and ancient, possibly coated with frozen methane, nitrogen, and carbon-rich compounds, much like Pluto or Eris. The exact shape of 2017 of 201 can only be approximated. It is likely irregular, dotted with craters and riddled with fissures, marks of billions of years spent in the cold, isolated reaches of outer space. Of 201 appears like a relic from another era, or perhaps a first-time visitor from a planetary system still shrouded in mystery, far from the Sun and the familiar planets. Researchers suspect that countless more such objects may be drifting unnoticed in the distant expanse. The investigation into the unusual orbits of these trans-Neptunian objects, TNOs, has only just begun. For theoretical physicist Konstantin Batygin, the hunt is personal. Planet 9 is not merely a hypothesis, it is, to him, an almost irrefutable reality. In 2016, alongside Mike Brown, Batygin proposed the groundbreaking theory that an undiscovered giant planet could be responsible for the strange orbital patterns of distant Kuiper belt objects. Since then, he has remained one of its strongest proponents. Contradictory findings have not shaken his resolve, not even the discovery of 2017 of 201, whose behavior does not fit neatly into the existing model. On the contrary, Batygin notes that not every far-flung object is a reliable test case for Planet 9. Some orbits, he explains, are simply too chaotic, too heavily influenced by other celestial bodies, to reveal a clear gravitational signature. Speaking to NBC News, he remarked, "Unfortunately, this object is not one of the candidates that can show a clear fingerprint of Planet 9.